Okay, so good evening,
Good
folks.
evening.
Um, Yesterday I said I'm terrible with a selfie stick, so it's gonna be a lot of movement. But say hi, Big Daddy.
What's up, people?
So yesterday I asked on my Facebook page and my Instagram, um, something that y'all would like to see us talk about and or see. Um, I thank you for those who participated and commented and inboxed your suggestions. We're going to try to do a video on everyone's suggestions. Courtney, get out of my room. I'm serious right now. So, um, a couple of my friends from school decided they wanted to see a video on or talk on how me and Timmy find time to make time for each other or spend time with one another. And I told one of them that Tim is usually the one who schedules our little getaways, like if we do something locally or out of town or something like that. So Courtney is being an ass. Get out of my room! I'm being serious. She makes me sick. So I guess you all aware that Nicholas passed away last year, and I have not been
Stop digging in your
the
room.
most participative wife, and I've really dropped the ball on some of my wifely duties. And Tim has made sure that I maintain, I get up out the bed, I'm not laying in the dark. He's been an excellent husband and partner throughout all of this. And I don't like to leave home much because home is my comfort zone. It's where I feel at peace, it's where I feel safe. And so he makes sure to always ask if we want to go out to eat, we want to go to a movie, we want to go do something. So let's talk about how you plan our little getaways, babe.
Well, first of all, I do love my baby. That's my
Oh,
that's my one and only.
I love you too, Big Daddy.
Oh yeah. I try to have us some little time away from the kids. We need that break. So
Because we can't even do a video without kids being characters. If you could see how she's behaving behind this phone, you would understand.
yeah. So we just I found a day of the week, uh, plan ahead on making her feel special and getting a room or something. Just to get away. If it's only for a night, just to get away from the kids and try to enjoy each other. Because sometimes it's hard. You know, I know it's hard on her. It's hard on us. Really missing Mick, and she do have her time where she don't want to be bothered. So I had to make her be bothered. I can't let her sit around and doom and gloom. So I try to keep her cheered up. You know, try to make her happy. Try to do things with her. Try to ease things. On her mind. And try to help out. And that's part of being a husband. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's my obligation as being a husband to do that.
What you want?
So
Why you can't do that during the video?
it just you got to spend time with your spouse, make time, even though you're always busy, working, kids, coaching, and doing other stuff. But you just have to do something nice for yourself and for your spouse to make them really feel good. And that's what I try to do best: keep that smile on her face. You know, but that's what I do. That's just me.
And he does it very well. For Valentine's Day, he just told me we were going out of town. We didn't go far. We live in Spartanburg.
So touching.
I can't stand her. We live in Spartanburg. We went to Greenville, which is what, 25, 30 minutes up the
Just
road.
put nobody with the
And
video.
we went to, what was the
You
hotel?
should have said we live in
Hampton
LA.
Inn Suite.
The Hampton Inn Suites. Beautiful. Just for a night. We went out to dinner. Um,
Should have said we live in LA.
why would I tell them we live in LA or California? Can you get out of my room?
Come on
This
now,
is why
stop
we
it.
need getaways. But we went out to eat at Logan's and just spent the night away. We got the new baby in the house. 4 kids at home still. So how do we make time? Well, if you have older children, like TJ's the youngest, but Julie's back home. When Nick was here, he was the oldest, and we were comfortable leaving them home because Ashley's around the corner. She's moved out. She lives on her own. Julie was in her own place, but always close enough where they could check in, drop in. Nick was 18, 17. Um, if you have older kids, you can let the older kids babysit the younger kids. I mean, we leave TJ, he's 7, well 6, he'll be 7 in
You
August.
tell them how old I am.
And Courtney wants everyone to know that she's 15. She'll be 16 in October. Kayla will be 17 in April. Um, and then, like I said, Julie and Rod are here now. So it's easier to plan a getaway and get out when your kids are a little older. I'd say maybe 14, 15 years old. If you have one that age, I think they're good to be home for a night. Lock the doors. Cell phones are the best invention in the world. So it's easy to communicate with your kids. You have to make time for your spouse. I know me and Tim always have an issue because he says I love my phone and I stay on my phone, but whatever. But you know, my phone gives me peace. My phone keeps my brain occupied. That's why I think I stay on my phone so much because it stops me from thinking about Nick all the time and keeping me down. I play games on my phone. I watch videos on my phone. Um, so it gives me something to do. So I do have to do better in that department. But even before all this happened with Nick, when me and Tim first started dating, we always took little mini trips for the weekend. We would go to Columbia or Charlotte, or we always did something. So that's how we do our little mini trips. And like he said, he plans a month ahead, like he's already planned for March.
Yeah.
What's happening in March?
Yes, for us to get away again for a night. Which we really don't have to do because our anniversary at the end of the
That's
month.
all right.
We're not going in March.
We
But-
need to get away.
We do.
So
But we're
go.
going to Vegas for our 2-year wedding anniversary. And then we're going to come back and do the beach with the kids. So, something else we did that makes it easy for us to get away. Well, for these little mini vacays, we pay for that. But I often get asked, well, how do you afford to travel with a family your size? Yada, 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 XYZ. Do y'all use tax money? And any trip we've taken was paid for before tax season because we usually trip spring break week because that's when the kids are out of school. So we don't have to worry about nobody missing school. So our wedding anniversary is March 31st. So that's right at the beginning of spring break week. So what we'll do is divide the week up. We'll do us a little anniversary trip, and then we'll come home and do a family vacation, a small family vacation. Like we'll be away from Sunday to Wednesday, and then come back home and be away from Thursday to Sunday with the kids. So people always ask how we do that. First of all, we work. We work hard. If we know we want to go on a trip, I'm a CNA by trade. He's a forklift operator by trade. He's been on his job for how many years?
12 years.
12 years. So he has a good salary. I make a good salary. I'm a med tech right now, and I work part-time. But when we know we have a trip, like when I was working in the hospital, I was doing 5 and 6 12s. Overtime. Not everybody has to spend tax money to travel. When we went on our cruise with the family after our wedding, that was paid for before tax season. That was a $6,000 cruise. We worked our asses off for that cruise. And the older kids pitch in where they can. But something that we got into when we went to when we went to Myrtle Beach last year, Club Wyndham. Hello, can you see that? I'm not good at demonstrations. And we are not timeshare owners. I did not want to get into no timeshare owning because it's a headache and, things happen. You may have a death in the family. You may not travel that year and you've paid on a timeshare that you're not going to use. So we did Club Wyndham Discovery. And if you go to the beach anywhere, Tennessee, wherever you go, you'll have these people offering for you to do a tour. Do a tour. Because usually when you do these tours, wherever you are, you'll get free tickets somewhere. Like we've gotten tickets into the aquarium at Myrtle Beach, things like that. Where did we get when we went to Tennessee that time? We got like $200 cash. He got 100. I got 100. And what I've learned about these tours is that they're supposed to be 90 minutes. Once you go over your 90 minutes, you are free to go. You do not have to stay for 2, 3, 4, or 5 hours. You're on vacation. Who wants to do that? So once you have done your 90 minutes, you have fulfilled your obligation. When we went to Florida last year, we got tickets, discounts to SeaWorld. Um, After our 90 minutes, done. Okay, we're ready to go. We don't want to buy, and they're gonna try every way, shape, form, or fashion to get y'all to buy a timeshare. But I didn't want to be locked into a timeshare. I know with Wyndham, if you buy the timeshare, you get 400,000 points a year. But suppose you don't use those points every year, and then it's a headache being over. It's maintenance fees and all kinds of dues and stuff like that. So we didn't want to get involved in that. So we did the 2-year option, and you get 300,000 points in that 2 years. Your arm is shaking. Is it getting heavy? Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. So you get 300,000 points for 2 years. Our 1 year of doing this will be in April because that's when I signed up for it. It was $1,000 down. $74 and change a month that comes directly out of your bank account. And with that, we have been to, with these 300,000 points, and we'll be out of points. We're down to like 48,000 because after Vegas and Myrtle Beach this year, we'll have 48,000 points left. But we went to Edisto on these points last year for our anniversary, and you're not having to pay any money out of pocket, which is a blessing because who has money to travel, and by the time you pay for a place, which is what, $600, $700, you gotta have spending money, gas, food, activity money, souvenir money for kids. Who has money to pay for all that? Because we sure enough don't. So this has worked out great for us, and we're hoping that after the 2 years is over, they'll offer us another deal like that because I don't want to be a timeshare holder. I don't want the headache. But I like being able to call and say, okay, I'm going to use my points to go to wherever I want to go. And it comes with this great book that tells you all the places they have a property. Like when we go to Vegas, we had to pay nothing for a room because we used our points. It was like 28,000 points. We had to pay for our airfare and our spending money. So that leaves you with money to travel. So when people wonder how we travel, no, it's not always income tax money. By the time we go on vacation, we do have our income tax money, and that's spending money, play money. We work hard to support our kids. We work hard to support our family. We work hard to have what we have. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Always try to keep your marriage spiced up. Always try to do things with your spouse and your significant other. Always plan ahead. Something we learned in marriage counseling before we got married. Plan ahead. If you and your spouse want to do something, plan it out for a month. Make sure you got a babysitter, the kids are good, and go. And rekindle, because when we went away for Valentine's Day, we had a good time, didn't we, Dad?
Oh, yeah.
So, and we need that because sometimes you can't let loose the way you want to with a house full of people.
That's right.
Stop. You just can't. So, you need that sometimes in your marriage and in your life and your relationship. So, don't be scared to do that. I hope this has been helpful. Even if it's just a date night, you go to the movies and out to dinner. I don't like to go like I used to. I'm trying to get better with that, but grief is grief. It stops you from wanting to do a lot of things. It alters who you are. I'm not the person I was before Nick left. I've become more withdrawn and not liking to be around people, not wanting to be bothered. Mostly want to be surrounded by my family, my kids, and my husband, um, and be closer with them. So, but I'm getting better. I know I have to keep my husband happy, and he loves to keep me happy. God bless me with this man because he loves me in spite of everything that I go through and put him through and everything he has to deal with. So I hope we've been able to help you. Next time you go on vacation, do a tour. It's 90 minutes. Do the first tour in the morning. We've done tours at 8 o'clock on vacation?
Oh yeah.
The kids are still asleep. By 8,
Yes.
9:30, we're out. And we done got free tickets to something.
Yes.
An aquarium. You get tickets to like the wax museums. Those places are expensive to get into. You could pay $40, $50 per person. But my family has gotten in free. Gotten cash. So do the tours. I know they're a pain in the butt. If you don't want to spend money and own something, stand your ground. Just tell them nope, nope, nope. Can't afford it. Nope, nope, nope. I have no problem saying nope, 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 nope.
That's the time to use the word no.
No. Because usually to do those tours or to become shareholders, you got to put $8, $9, $10,000 down. Like, who has that in their bank account? I don't.
We'll know right off from the muscle. Look at here.
We don't have it.
That's right. We on vacation.
We just want our tickets to whatever we got promised. And once you do your 90 minutes, whether your credit is good enough to get you a property or not, you still get your gift because you did your 90 minutes. So when we go back in April to Myrtle Beach in Vegas, we'll do another tour. Give us some free tickets to something else. You get a little cheap breakfast. When you go that early.
Yeah.
So
the last one we experienced, they kind of hoodoo us.
Yeah.
They got there and they talked about breakfast and this and that.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
They had a bunch of fruit.
Yeah, a bunch of darn fruit.
That's okay. So, like I said, I hope this has been beneficial to people who were wondering how we make time, and hope we were able to help you answer some questions. We would love your feedback on this video. Share, subscribe, watch, talk about it. Living with the Little Johns. We're going to try to give y'all things that y'all want to see. We plan to do a video next week with the teenagers.
Oh, yeah.
Like have like a round table, square table, some kind of table. Talking about issues and dealing with issues that the teenagers deal with. Ask questions, sex, drugs, peer pressure. What is it? The relationships?
Don't say it.
Toxic relationships. Yeah. All the things that our young kids are dealing with now. We're going to be doing some challenges. I know y'all want to see challenges. I'm not a good challenge person. That's not my thing. But if that's what y'all want to see, we'll do it. I'm not a comedian. I'm just me. So, all right, folks. Well, good night. I hope this helped you. Kiss your husband or your wife and spend time, make time, love on each other, appreciate each other while you have everybody here. Spend time, because we learned the hard way that your life can change in the blink of an eye. And you have no control over it, so make the best out of it. You can't take money with you when you die. Only thing you take is that shell and whatever you're buried with and whatever your family puts in your casket. So if you got money, spend it, because can't throw it in the box with you. You don't want it to go into the ground. So all right, anything you want to add, my dear?
No, like she said, just spend time with your spouse. Like she said, you only live one time. Enjoy life, laugh, have a good time every day. One day might be your last, so go out with a bang.
That's right.
You don't have no regrets. If something happened to my wife, I don't have no regrets. I know I treated her right and done right. Here's a man.
And there's also Westgate. Westgate also is another share time, whatever company. So there's Wyndham, Westgate. There's probably some other ones out there, but those are the main ones that I know about. So, all right. We'll see you later. And I meant to say too, and these properties are beautiful properties. These ain't no flim flam cheap hotels. And if there's something wrong, Like when we went to Florida, there was roaches in one room.
Oh yeah.
They moved us, and we had a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and they moved us into another suite, and gave me 90,000 points back. So they will accommodate you. They're very nice, professional people. They will make sure and check that your stay is outstanding. And these are top of the line places to resorts. Pools on the properties, restaurants, tennis courts, basketball courts, all kinds of stuff. So it's not good to get into, but pick what you want to do. If you want to be a short-term property holder, or you want to get into it for the long haul, if you think you're going to vacation that much and it's worth the money to you, then go for it.
Where's my ball from my work last year?
Wow, just going to interrupt our video like that?
Yeah, that's.
Bye, TJ.
This is why we need vacation. Right.
This is why we need vacation time.
Immediately vacation.
All right, y'all. Bye. Give me smooches. Get your gun out my video.
TJ.
Get out.
See what I'm talking about?
Okay, let's say bye.
Bye.
All right. Good night.
Bye, guys.